Hey class. So the academic paper that I into and the study that I looked a little bit deeper into, well, first off, I thought that the behavioral biometrics was interesting to me because we didn't really talk much about those. And it just sort of interested me because I was like, how just from the behavior from certain things for this specific example, I looked up keystroke dynamics. So, um, basically how you type. And I was like, how how does that even how can you authenticate who someone is just by their keystrokes? But it sort of does make sense because everyone types differently. And so this goes into a little deeper. The title of it is Keystroke Dynamics, utilizing keyprint biometrics to identify users in online courses. So this was done in 2018. This study was done to see how possible keystroke biometrics were in figuring out authenticating somebody's identity. So I wanted to just hit a few. Let's see. I wanted to hit a few highlighted portions of. So I just want to go over the purpose of this research and this academic paper was to prove, like I said, the proof of the concept study extends the work done on keystroke dynamics as a potential tool to authenticate students as they complete work in an online course. I thought that this was pretty interesting because, with the current COVID-19 situation, and there's, everyone basically got moved to online classes. I think this is pretty interesting to sort of figure out how to authenticate if someone's actually truly taken their course. When you're not face to face, I know with Zoom it makes it a little easier to authenticate the identity, but I thought that this was pretty interesting. So, and then in this research, it considers the ability of keystroke detection algorithms to identify students typing under various conditions. So, there's 4 different research questions for this, but the one I wanted to really look into, or I looked into a little bit more and talk to you guys about, was to what degree do keyprint signatures provide accurate user identifications of individuals when using a full keyprint signature as a baseline comparison? So this question 2 is a little bit different with reduced keyprint profiles. And so let's see, I'll go down to right here. I thought this was pretty cool, and this is like the method that the research was done. Keystroke dynamics are the patterns of rhythm and timing created when a person types, which can be used to actually verify their identity. And so here's like a few different things that can be extracted from your keystrokes: your typing speed. Everyone knows how fast they type. Um, Overlapping of specific key combinations. So like shift, or if you use cap locks to do capitalization, everyone has their own sort of way of typing, and then amount of errors. Everybody knows what that is. Method of error correcting. So, how I do it is whenever I'm typing and I notice that there's a an issue with my typing, I actually just will delete the whole word. I don't know why I do that. That's just how I do it. So, let's see. And I just wanted to go down to the conclusion of this. I thought this was really, really interesting. 52 is where I said I had it. And it sort of made a lot of sense once I saw the conclusion of this experiment or study. It said the study examined the potential use of keystroke dynamics to create keyprint signatures. So basically, like fingerprints. We all have our own different fingerprints, and everyone, I guess, apparently has their own keyprint signatures. And this is done to, of course, authenticate individuals in online courses and assessment situations. So if you have a test and stuff like that. So clearly, it is going to be very difficult, if not impossible, to actually identify a person from their typing, the way that they type. But what I thought was really neat is there's too many false positives to consider that. But however, the results of this study can indicate that keyprints can actually be utilized effectively for the user identification purposes. So basically, not like we would, like this says right here, we would not be able to say who the individual is, but we'd be able to say with a high degree of certainty what a typing sample was not provided by the individual who was supposed to. And that's sort of confusing how I said that, but